Hey, it's Uncle Mike. I'm going to do a little taggy thing that originally City Duck Tiffany put out, and then I saw it through Megan's vlog. Hey Tiff, hey Megan, here we go. Do you daydream? Of course I daydream. What normal person wouldn't? I think if you didn't daydream, there'd be something wrong with you. What was your last dream like? I've been having, the last several nights, I've been having very vivid dreams, kind of dealing with different issues, business issues, personal issues that I've had in the past, and it's like it was the next generation of that, even though I don't associate with those people, it's kind of been really weird, and it's been vivid, and it's kind of freaking me out. So, anybody got an answer on that one? What was your first trip you took? Boy, personally, or, with me driving, or as a kid, I remember going to Biloxi when I was, boy, a few years old. And the reason I remember is, back then they didn't have seatbelt laws, and we had this big car with, in the back seat, and there was like kind of a shelf, the back of the car and the window, and it was so big you could lay back there, and I pretty much laid back there and played from St. Louis to Biloxi, Mississippi, which, today it's about a 12-hour drive. Back then it was probably a lot longer because the roads weren't as nice. Have you ever been in a car accident? If yes, who were you with and where were you hurt? I was in a car accident, a bad one, last August, end of August. I had a Ford Explorer, which I had since basically brand new. Bought it when I had like 18,000 miles on it back in 2000. It was a 99, and I loved that thing. That was our baby car. And I was stopped and got rear-ended by a full-size Dodge Ram pickup that totaled my car. I had to be pulled out of the front by fire department and then whisked away to the hospital in an ambulance, which is about 4 miles away. Ambulance ride cost $972. But, the guy's insurance paid for it all. It just blew my mind, that little short ride, and it was $972. So I still have some lingering pain, but I'm doing okay. And I ended up buying 2 Tauruses that you see now in some of my videos. Do you prefer rainy or snowy winters? I like the snow much more than the rain. Getting real sick of the rain. Do you remember your favorite teacher? I have a couple. I remember my 5th grade teacher, and I think she wasn't a favorite. I just had a huge crush. She was hot. And 5th grader, boy, I was a chasing girls since I was before kindergarten. And then my favorite teacher in high school was Mr. Hall, and for education reasons, not that he was hot at all, but he taught me a lot. I was never really good in English until I had him in sophomore, and then I had him junior and senior year, and it was awesome. What is my middle name? Joseph. Michael J. What size is my bed? I've had a king-size bed throughout my marriage, and for probably a long time before that. I can't remember. I think I was probably 16 or 17 when I got a king-size bed. Actually, it was a water bed, so for many years. Am I an organ donor? I am not, but I have no problem with being one. In fact, I really don't even want to be buried. I want my body to be donated to science. My dad did that. My mom's going to do that when she passes. And I think it's kind of good. Let the kids figure out different things. Who was the last person to talk to? It was my boss. Him and I communicate all the time via phone, sometimes text, but mainly on the phone. His name is Bruce. What time does your alarm clock go off, and do you get up right away or snooze? Believe it or not, I rarely use a alarm clock. I wake up, if I have to be up at a certain time, unbelievably, I wake up like 10 minutes before I have to wake up. Sometimes if it's like 5:30 in the morning, I will set my phone, but I usually wake up before it goes off. It's kind of weird. Well, what is your saddest memory? Very personal, but it was my dad passing. That was a horrible, horrible, he had cancer and died at home, and it was real sad. Miss him and love him a lot. Do I still have my tonsils? No, I don't. And a funny story is, some of you guys won't even remember, but do you remember Gilligan from Gilligan's Island? Well, my sister had to have her tonsils out when we were kids. She's 5 years older. So Mom and Dad thought it would be cool to do a 2-for-1 kind of situation. So we both had our tonsils out. And even though I didn't need mine out back then, they went in and yanked them out. And Bob Denver, who is Gilligan, was touring the hospital and came in, and that was kind of cool. My first celebrity meet when I was, I don't know, probably 5. And that's Megan. Megan's constantly tweeting. I'm going to have to cut you off my tweeter. That goes to my phone, because you do it all the time. Now I lost track of where I was at. Do you still, no, that's in the shower, what do you wash first? When I first read it, I was thinking about, after my hair. I do my hair, and then I shave, and then I always wash my right arm first. Go figure. Do I have in-laws? Yes. What are their names? Roy and Nancy. So, yes, Megan, your brother-in-law's name is Roy, and my father-in-law's name is Roy. We're not related, are you? No. What would you hate to know about your funeral? That is a tough question also. I really don't want a funeral. I hate funerals. I rarely go. I've been to a few of my friends that have passed. In fact, I didn't even go to my grandma's. I just don't deal well with them. So I would rather not have a funeral, just have some kind of celebration. Have a party, celebrate my life, because I have had a great life. What do you call your parents? Well, Dad, I always call Dad. My mom, since I was maybe 14, I call her Joan, because that's her name. And I call her Mommy sometimes when I need something. Do you like pickles? Yes, I love pickles. Guess kosher pickle. That is awesome. Have you ever gone to a strange wedding? Yes, I've been to a strange wedding. Yeah, been to a couple bizarre kind of things. Have you ever been in a wedding? Yes, I've been in a couple weddings. Ushers, and then in the wedding party. What's the craziest thing I've ever done at a wedding? Well, the last one was my good friend Lisa at a very ritzy golf course, wedding reception. I mooned the photographer, got extremely drunk, after they closed the bar, talked the bartender into getting me more alcohol, and then on the way home I puked. And I puked a bunch of shrimp. How's that, guys? Now that's a good tag story. Hopefully you made it to the end. Make sure you put what I said, what I puked, in the comments below, so I know you watched the whole thing. Thanks a lot, guys. See you.